Hey guys, Value Hunter back with another video, and this time I got a unique kind of unboxing video. I got 3 different items that I picked up at auction, but one of them here on the bottom is kind of a special deal. This guy has a really cool auction. He does giveaways with his auction. I was talking to him after the auction. I'm going to show you guys what I picked up, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about what he's going to do for the YouTube community and my subscribers. So let's get right into what some of these things are here. Let's see, the first ones have, well, they all have like labels on them, so I'm going to open them kind of carefully here. So there's the first one. So the first thing I got here, guys, is 2 items that I picked up at auction. One of them is an addition to a book that I'm putting together of Walking Liberty, $50. And this was a missing Liberty for me. And then the other thing that was inside here was this pretty cool torn, but still neat 1935 Hawaii emergency note. You guys have seen me open these before. As quick as I get them, I usually resell them. This one with the corners torn out because of the damage, value goes way down. So, and these Hawaii notes are collectible. A lot of people want these to kind of round out their collection. They don't want to spend a ton of money for the really nice condition ones. So something like this is a filler for collectors is pretty cool. And then the other is kind of the same thing, but for me, it's a filler item, and it is extremely worn. What it is a 1917 S with the S on the obverse. You can see it right there under the In God We Trust. This is sort of a hole filler, right, until I can get a better quality. The 1917 is pretty visible. There was one, the 1 is worn pretty well in about half of the 9. There was one that was almost completely worn off except the 7. So I bid on this one and ended up winning it. So pretty cool. Not a huge expense, but it's always cool to fill a hole in a collection. So next up, this was an auction I went to first time. I had not purchased from them before, I don't believe, or maybe one other time, but it had been a long time. And just was kind of watching, saw some unique items come up, and 1 or 2 things that I bid on held up. Actually, I'm going to pull the items out, make it easier here. Yeah, so this was a neat auction. It was an auction where I bid on quite a few things, but many of the things I bid on did not hold up. So I was not a winner. I was sort of second bidder, as they call it, because I probably drove the price a little bit, but it got away from me. This one had a bit of a buyer's premium to it, about 15%, and then their shipping was reasonable, but I ended up with 25% or something like that by the time the thing shipped. Anyway, what did I pick up? Well, the first thing that I picked up was this 1956 partial P&D set. So it says 56 on it. You guys can see there's a 56D, and there's the entire set minus the half, and there's a 56P up top. And these things are extremely toned from being in this flip holder. The bell lines are not full, but they're close. And these are in really, really nice BU condition, these coins. So this is a really cool set for me. There's about $10 in silver in that, and another $3.50 or $4 worth there, plus the value of the coins. And these things in BU condition are going to be worth a lot more than that. I have a 56D, so I will complete that and be able to make a pretty penny on these. Pretty penny. No pun intended originally, but I'll roll with it now. So anyway, guys, so this was under $20 for this 56 set for me, right? And I'm missing the half, but I've got one of these that I think I paid $6 for in BU condition, so bought it for around the melt, got a really good deal on that. And I bet you the resale on a P&D set like this, first of all, they came in the cardboard. I mean, to get them in this kind of condition where they were stored, these things would be $150 if they were in their original packaging. But a P&D set like this might be, might be 50 or more. So anyway, these are very cool, very collectible. Maybe flip those. And then something that I do like to collect is the coin and stamp items. And this is a 96 community service set, which had a silver dollar. And I bought it because the silver value is just about what I paid for it. So at $17 for this set, I got this community service St. Gaudens 96S proof silver dollar. Thing is awesome. I mean, it's just blazing. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's just a gorgeous coin. I've never had one of these. I think they're really nice, and you know, the Gaudens, you know, the Gaudens history and everything is really neat. I'll let you guys read that anyway. And then on the other side, what's really cool, you guys know my history. Those of you who aren't that are new to my channel, my dad was a stamp dealer, or is a stamp dealer, was a stamp collector my whole life, and so that's how I kind of first got introduced into coins when I was a kid, because they used to sell them in the same store. All the LCS, all the local coin shops, were coin and stamp stores back in the day for the most part. And so you'd go in with your dad, if he was a stamp collector, looking at stuff like this, and he was old US stamps, and I got interested in old US coins, which is kind of funny because, you know, the stamp collector community, I think it's a little bit like, you know, they either do both, or they look down their nose a little bit at the coin collectors, you know, which is kind of interesting. Like it's, you know, it's a little more upper echelon or something, you know. Very humorous that I picked that up as a kid, but I liked the shiny stuff, and sure enough, it got me into stacking, and then it got me later in life when I reverted back to what I was stacking, being some collectible coins. Got back into it, so. I think it's neat always when I can pick stuff up with a stamp and coin, because the mint was putting stuff out like this, you know, on the modern commemoratives quite a bit, you know, and so when I can pick that stuff up, I do, just because it reminds me of good times with Pops. Anyway, 1905 talks about St. Gaudens, his life. He was born in Ireland. Wow, I didn't know that. Talks about the coin designs. And then here's more. Very nice piece. Here's him modeling a portrait of Mrs. Grover Cleveland. So in 04, he's painting a picture of the president's wife, First Lady. And this is just a really neat piece of history. So this is one that I will have in my collection. I really like it a lot. It's beautiful. And go ahead and put this back in the holder. Yeah, so, you know, I've looked at these, and, you know, I don't know that I want to pay full retail on eBay or something like that, right? You find these, but when you get them resold at collection, you get a chance to pick one up at a steal, which I think it was. What I paid for it was a great price, I believe. Anyway, you've seen me unbox this stuff now, and guys, I'll try to keep this brief, but if you've stayed with me this long, you're in for a treat. You know, first of all, the guy that holds this auction is a guy named Randy, and the name of the auction is Random Coin. And I usually don't put the name of the auctions out there that I buy from, because quite frankly, I'm not trying to, you know, increase, even though I get great deals. You know, there may be a handful of bidders on certain items, especially silver and gold coins and things that we stack and that we collect. And I'm not trying to increase my my competition by bringing, you know, an entire YouTube audience, seeing these great deals I get, and then going in there and being my competition the next week or the next month at that same auction. Most of them are online that I go to. This guy's a little bit different, and the reason why is I was talking to him about what I do on YouTube, unboxing things, and I buy stuff from him. Almost every auction, I buy 3 or 4 items from this guy. And I'm going to show you guys what I got on this particular auction. This last auction, he had just a ton of Libertads. He had gold coins. He had Morgans, peace dollars, Walking Liberty halves. He has all kinds of different silver dollars. I maybe have even seen some poured stuff. He definitely has collectible coins. So when it comes to halves, all the way down to, you know, nickels and cents and older US stuff and foreign stuff across the board, North American, a lot of Mexican stuff, and a tremendous amount of European as well. And I would start bidding. You know, I get outbid quite a bit, because what I do is I find things like he's got here. I will look up the coin if I don't know already what the value of the coin is from a silver content perspective. Okay, so on the first one, I will tell you, I may have gone a little bit higher than that, because again, this is another one I needed for my book. So I had, you know, this one and this one and this one that were all holes that were being filled in my Walking Liberty album. So that's what those were. A handful of others. Okay, these are a 2.5 shilling and a 5 shilling South Africa and Australia coin. And you know, they may not look like, you know, they're not, you know, they're not BU or anything like that. I mean, these things are circulated pretty well. And this one, you guys may be familiar with the ram on the back of the Australian 52 shilling. And there may be some variations on these coins. There may be, you know, some double dies. There may be some overdates, things like that, that, you know, make a coin that you pick up like this for silver content worth way more than what you paid for it. So you got to look through this stuff. But, you know, here's a South African 2.5 shilling. And what I do is I price these things out at silver melt value. And I say, you know, there's got to be some numismatic value there. But if I pay melt, I'm adding silver to my stack. This is a 51. And then this one, guys, unbelievable. I mean, like, frankly, I couldn't believe it. If you guys know what this right here is a 5 Balboa, Panamanian Olympic 5 Balboa coin. 92 point, it says lane 0.925. This is a sterling silver Panamanian Olympic 5 Balboa commem. And it's from 1970. So a lot of people might look at the date and not realize that that's sterling unless they look really closely under the shield or they know what it is. So let's take a look at that one real quick. For those of you guys who don't know what that is, in the way of melt value, the melt, this is a 35.7 grams, so more than a troy ounce coin of 925. So even at 0.925 silver, this is over an ounce of silver. This is 1.06 of silver. So you take spot price today, right? At you know, today the melt value of this coin is over $16, and I got this at auction. My bid was 15. So I bought this silver below melt value. Now typically, Randy, the guy that holds this auction, charges you know, about, I think, a 15% buyer's premium. So whatever, you know, that's where he makes his money. Whatever the price of the coins are, you can assume plus 15% so he can make his money. You can see I added some silver to the stack here, guys. I'm adding these to the collection, but there was others that were more common dates on these walkers and these walking liberties, and I could have picked those up for a round spot if I was adding to the stack. I was looking for a couple of collectible things, and my stack ad was this item, right? So I limit really, you know, what I buy. And you know, if you're looking at some of this stuff that's got premiums even at some of the bullion dealers, almost every auction I pick up a handful of things like this. Sometimes I get a pile of stuff. Sometimes I end up with hundreds of dollars worth of silver at or below melt value from this guy. So what I'm telling you guys is Randy's a really good guy. The other thing is he ships everything for $5 flat. No matter what you buy, you win something for $1.50, or you win, you know, he might hold that for you until next auction, but you win something for $1.50, or you win something for, you know, $500. You know, in a big package, it's $5 flat shipping. That's his thing. And I'm sorry, his buyer's premium is 12.5% typically. Now, for YouTube subscribers of the Value Hunter channel, what Randy is willing to do to draw some additional attention to his auctions and just bring some new buyers in, which could expand what he purchases and keep the price on his deals down, and et cetera, et cetera. He's willing, if you guys register ahead of time enough, the auction is going to be it's going to go live on May the 4th, and the auction itself will be around the middle of the month. And so you go on the website, which I will post down below, a link to his website where the auction is held, online only. You go on there, you click to register. It may ask for a credit card information, it may not, and there's a memo line, and on the memo line, guys, write Value Hunter, and Randy's going to drop the buyer's premium from 12.5% to 10% for all YouTube subscribers sent by Value Hunter. The other thing, which is even bigger, for every bidder that you have that won an item that had a bid, and also for an extra drawing for anybody over that had a bid over $500, whether they won or not. If you even posted a bid like on a 1 ounce gold coin, you know, for $1,100, and you didn't win it because of the buyer's premium and stuff like that, somebody else bid $1,150 and they took the coin down, you still get an extra entry into a drawing for free gold. Okay, guys, so I don't know if you heard me, free gold. So Randy, what he's been doing is he's been giving away coins at every auction, and he gives you, just like a giveaway on YouTube, what he's doing is he's doing his giveaways, giving you entries based on participating in his auction. Anyway, his rules will be posted on his website, but you get the discount by going, and then you get a chance, if you buy anything, to get entered into his giveaway for free gold. So I'm just tipping you guys off. He gave away a 1/4 ounce gold maple leaf. He gave away a 2 peso and a 1/10 of an ounce gold. So, I mean, you know, the guy, you know, I think it was an 1/8 of an ounce and a 1/10 of an ounce. So, I mean, almost a 1/2 ounce total gold plus a silver coin. So he had 4 coins that he gave away, guys, on the last auction to 4 different lucky bidders that ended up with their hat. So, you know, somebody like me spends, you know, $40, $50 on some silver coins, and the next thing you know, you win a 1/4 ounce of gold. I mean, you know, can you imagine, right? So I haven't been a lucky winner on the gold drawings yet, but he does these every auction. He's been doing them since last year in about November. So it's about the 3rd or 4th month running, 5th month running. And if you guys want to sign up, use Value Hunter to get a discount on your buyer's premium from him. Check out these online auctions. It's where I'm finding a lot of value. It's where I get some of my greatest deals. You may end up with a ton of silver at or below melt value. I'm just telling you, you got to check him out. He'll grow the purchases. He'll grow what he puts in the auction if he's got more bidders. So if we could send him, you know, half of my subscribers going over there looking for deals, shopping, hunting for value, you know, his auction lots, listings, his catalog of auction listings is going to go way up, right? In the next auction, he might go from 200 or 400 items up to, you know, 500 or more. I mean, we just, you know, we got to see what we can do to give this guy some support, and in return, he's given us a chance to win some free precious metals. So anyway, guys, this was from Randy at Random Coin. I will post up the link and the information down below, and I'll give everybody alert ahead of time when that's coming up, just as a reminder. Post up another video, you know. This one was kind of long. I appreciate you guys staying with me. I want to make sure all the subs know about good values. That's what I'm after, is hunting good value and deep value. And when I find it, you know, like to share the idea and share the wealth. Look forward to seeing you guys there. It should be a good time. Get online and we'll all be talking about it. In fact, I may see items like this that I don't win at the next auction, but that's okay, because I know you'll be posting up an unboxing video because you probably beat me out of it, and it'll be cool to see you guys excited to win something. So give me your comments down below. Tell me what you think about all this, and be sure to rate this video and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified of other videos as I post them up, and be sure to check out Random Coin and register with the name Value Hunter listed in the notes. And until next time, guys, this is Value Hunter, and I'm signing out.